When I started trying to document the sewage and all the pollution that was happening in the UK, I realized that most of it is hidden and invisible, and that you can't see, although you're looking at a pool of water that is full of sewage and full of pollutants, you actually can't see it. When I first started at Reuters in the early 90s, we just used film. It's digital and mirrorless and all the rest. You know exactly what you're photographing. You can see it 2 seconds later, you can see it as you're doing it. And the wonderful thing about film was you never quite knew, never quite sure what it is. And that kind of made me think of this problem of sewage and pollution, that you're never quite sure. I thought, wouldn't it be interesting to see how it was with if we just use polluted water? So what I do is I go to where there was a storm overflow, and they were actually at that moment discharging untreated sewage. I had a 5-litre plastic bottle. I would fill that up with sewage, and so it's pretty gross, and I've got pictures of that to show that it's not very pleasant, and then go back and mix up the chemicals. So we would mix up the developer, mix up the fix with polluted water, and then in the end I would wash it with the polluted water. I had no idea what was going to happen. And sometimes it's really obvious, and you can see it's like, wow, this must be something. It's a piece of grit that got in there, that was dirt, has sort of scratched the negative. Some of it has actually, I think on a couple of frames, I think that the problem was the film itself has stuck to itself, which has given another effect. But in the end, what I like about it is that we didn't know. And I think that is honestly what about this pollution is that we don't know what it's doing. You never know. So, and the film, as close as I could get to, was as close to that feeling of it's polluted but not polluted. I do have a more emotional, let's say, reaction to film. The tangibility of it. So the process of it was actually really quite rewarding. What can I say? I think that the more disgusting, the more crumpled, the more destroyed the negative, the more it spoke to me about what I was trying to do. My film pictures, the ones that aren't perfect, beautiful, they're my favorite ones. And the interesting thing about the project with the film was, as I say, was it there? Did it make any difference? I don't know, but it made me think more about how I was looking at this story.